Hi Flosstube, my name is Jennifer. I am the Calculated Stitcher. This is the 5th time I've started this video, so I told myself you're not starting it again. You're just going to do it and this is what we're going to get. I wish I knew how to edit better. Like I can add words. I've learned how to do that. I can put pieces of the videos together. I can only put pictures in at the end of the videos. I haven't figured out like the people who are like, I'll put a picture here. I don't know how to do that. So anyway, so I'm just going to go with it, and this is what we're going to do. So welcome. It's been a while. It's just spring is always crazy when you're a teacher. And I'm sure, you know, if you have kids that are competing in all the activities that are in the spring, then you know how busy it is. I bit my lip. I don't know if you can tell, it's kind of puffy on this side, so it's harder for me to talk. So please bear with me if it sounds like I'm slurring my words. I'm trying to be careful with it. I don't know what I did. We were eating one night and I just bit it really hard on the inside, and now it's just swollen and hurts, and I don't know. I guess just being old. Is that part of being old? I've been working about an hour and a half trying to get everything together because it has been so long. And I was trying to organize stuff, and I thought, Jennifer, just pile it all on the table and just go for it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm trying to remember the last time I did a video. I should have looked at my journal. That's why I keep it. I know since I've seen you, my daughter bought her wedding dress. I went to Lubbock for the weekend. It was like a quick trip up there and back. I only got to see Kippy for a few minutes. And the funny thing is I took the berry bowls, the one where you do half and the other person does the other half, and I stitched mine, and I said I was going to take it to her, and I left it at my daughter's house, like when we went to go meet her. So, and I didn't see her again to give it to her. So she gave me hers, which, oh, you know what? It's in the bag in there. So when I shut this off to kind of clean up and switch to, I'll show it to you. Anyway, went to Lubbock. She got a dress, and I know every mother says this, but she really is the most beautiful bride. She was just gorgeous. And I was thinking, ooh, I'll put pictures of her in her dress. And I don't think her fiance watches my channel. I don't think she watches it very often. But just in case, maybe I'll just, if I could find one in a different dress, I can put it at the end. But she's just such a beautiful girl. So, inside and out. So I've done that since last time we met. I got to meet up with Shelly, who is half of Antique Needleworkers. We met up at the Tinsmith's Wife. So much fun. It's like I'd known her forever. And Liz, of course, she wasn't there, but we did get to FaceTime. And I don't think I've done a video since I've gotten to go and meet up with her. So it was very exciting. This summer, when we go to Maine for my daughter's wedding, I've already mapped the route, so we will go through Ohio. And I think it would have taken me through Ohio anyway, so we can just make a little excursion just to the side. I do want to get to Keepsakes in person. I've ordered them from them before. In fact, I have an order here to show you in haul. I got a lot of haul. You know me, right? It's going to slow down because, you know, that we do have 2 weddings coming up, so... But I'll enjoy it for right now, and then afterwards, maybe I should save some for the next video where there won't be as much. Anyway, so I did get to meet up. I don't even know where I was going. This is my shirt today, and it's so true. Sometimes I go off on a tangent. This is a tangent line. It's the line that meets a curve at exactly one point. Anyway, so it's very true for me. I go off on a tangent, and I forget where I was going. Anyway, met up with Shelly. This summer, I will, my husband said we could stop anywhere I wanted. So that was very nice. So anybody know any excellent needle workshops that I need to get to? I know for sure that I want to go, because the route that I saw, it would take us through Arkansas, so I thought that's where Shepherd's Needle is, right? Shepherd's Needle? Shepherd's Bush is in Utah. Shepherd's Needle's in Arkansas, is that right? Whichever one's in Arkansas, I thought, oh, I need to go there. And then in Ohio, of course, I have to go to Keepsakes and see Shelly and Liz. Hi, Shelly. Hi, Liz. And then we'll go through New York. And so I thought, well, I got to stop at Hobby House Needleworks then. But if there are any others along that route, if you'll let me know, I'm going to try to make some stops. So anyway, other than that, I don't know what else has been going on in my life. So hold on one second. Okay, how to turn the air conditioner on. It's gotten really hot here. It was funny because I have used our fireplace. I love the fireplace. And we just don't get a lot of cold here. We'll get like 3 or 4 cold spells where it's cold. Maybe most of the time it's not even cold all day, but at night it'll drop below freezing or whatever. I want to live somewhere where it's like cold for like months at a time. Like it does, you know what I mean? Anyway, I digress. So last night I knew it was probably going to be the last of our weather that's cold enough at night for me to warrant a fire. So I had a fire going last night. It was wonderful. I've had a lot of, and the reason I'm saying this is because I was just thinking, well, first of all, I had to turn the air conditioner on because it's hot today. It's going to be in like the high 70s, low 80s all next week. But I was thinking, I've had quite a few people ask if I would do a tour of like my craft room. But my craft room is in every room. I have crafts in every room. Well, I guess except the kitchen and dining room. I don't store anything in those. Or in the bathrooms. I don't store anything. But every other room has crafts stored in them. So I will do a tour and post it. It's nothing spectacular. I have a small house. To me, it's a small house. I guess it depends on, you know, it's an opinion kind of thing. Depends on your house, if my house is small or large. But I feel like it's a small house. And so I've had to come up with very clever storage solutions. So just a second, my dog is driving me crazy. Sorry, it's really my daughter's dog that lives with us right now. Every time I start the video, he wants to play fetch. And you can hear his little toenails on the floor. And he has his toy in his mouth. And he's going, sorry about that. Okay, so anyway, no idea what I was talking about. Oh, the weather. Probably the weather. So I was thinking, oh, maybe I'll video today, you know, before school. It's Sunday. But then I thought, oh no, I haven't cleaned out the fireplace. It has ashes in it. I thought, oh, nobody's going to care. So anyway, use the fireplace. Sometimes we get a freeze, usually around Easter. And that's the last time that we'll have any cold. So, oh well. I was hoping that when Kelsey said she wanted to get married in Maine, I was thinking, ooh, in the fall, because, you know, they actually have a fall with a change of leaves and whatever. We don't really have that so much here, so, and it would be cool. I bet it's going to be cooler than it is here in July, so. Anyway, okay, I'm just like, again, on a tangent, so let's focus. All right, so like I said, I was starting to organize, and then I thought, you know what, just open the bags and show them. It's been a while, so I have quite a few projects to show you. And this is my new system. Oh, I have to show you this too. So, on my bags, and most of my bags are just these from Amazon. See, now I'm sitting here thinking, I really want to restart this whole beginning because I just rambled about, I don't even remember what I rambled about. But when I watch it back, I'm going to be awfully embarrassed. Oh, and I almost wanted well, I was sick last week. I was very sick the week before and last week. Sinus infections, ears. I mean, it was nothing, you know, scary or anything, but just I missed 3 days of school, which I'd never miss if I can avoid it. And So that's one reason I would have videoed 2 weeks ago, but I got sick. But then I also got a really ugly comment, and I get a lot of nice comments. So, and I don't know why is it the one mean comment is the one that bothers you, some like the one that you actually take to heart. And I deleted it. So Shelly, that's what I was thinking of, as I deleted it, because Shelly was like, because they got one, it wasn't mean or anything, but she was like, look, we can just hit delete and it's gone. I don't have a very thick skin and I take everything personally. So anyway, so I kept thinking, maybe I should just stop. There's so many great floss tubers out there, but like, y'all are my friends that I can actually talk about my crafts with. And I mean, 99.999% of y'all enjoy what I do, so it's fine. That's what I keep telling myself. Anyway, I don't know where I was going with that either. Oh my gosh. Okay, anyway. So this is my new organization, I guess. So these are Amazon bags that I keep my stuff in. And they're not expensive at all. And I gotta get better about, see, here I go again. I have to get better about putting the links in the description box. My problem is that I film on my phone and I edit on my phone, but I can't put my links in on my phone easily. I have to wait till it uploads, and then I have to go manually put them in. And usually it takes overnight, and I'm usually back in school by the time it uploads, and then I totally forget about putting the links in. So I'm getting a new phone. I'm very excited the new Samsung's coming out. I do love a Samsung. And I have a Samsung laptop. Anyway, I just have to get better at the technology. So I just got off again. I'm sorry. Maybe this is why I got the mean comments. Okay, anyway. So I'll put a link. This is where I was going. I remember. I got back. Yay! I'll put a link to these. I mean, most of y'all probably know how to get them from Amazon, but I will put the link for these in the description box. And if I forget, usually somebody will email me. Oh, that was another thing. I stopped reading comments after the mean ugly one. So if I haven't like hearted yours or replied, it's because I just stopped. I didn't want to read another one. So anyway. All right. Just email me. If you have a question and I don't answer you in the comments, it's because I'm scared to read them. So if you'll email me your question, then... And if I forget to put it in the description box, it's in one of the previous ones. So, okay, I'll put a link to Amazon for these, but they're pretty easy to find. I am a person who likes all of my stuff to match, like the totes in my closet. I want them all to match. Any storage. So that's why I would prefer, if I can't have project bags that are all exactly the same size, then I don't want them. So, except for the ones that are in use, like that my friends give me, they fit in, all of them have fit in my little ottoman that I'll show you in my walkthrough. I really should start this thing over again. Okay. Anyway, this is my new storage system. I don't know. So I got these from Amazon also. They're just the, they come with lanyards and stuff. I gave the lanyards away at school because this year we have electronic keys. The kids and teachers get into the school buildings. Otherwise it's locked, so nobody else can get in. And so that's what these are. They're like, they're meant for like ID badges and things like that. And so they came with lanyards, different colors that I was not going to use. I mean, if they'd have been like red or, white or black or something like that, but they were like bright yellow, bright orange. So I took them to school and my students were all like, oh yeah, I want one. So I got these from Amazon also, which I can link if I remember. And then so what I did was I photographed the sampler so that I know without having to open it what's inside the bag. So I keep them all sitting on the outside of the shelf so I can just look through the pictures and pull out the one I want. So this I just shrunk it down. I think it was 50%, something like that. And then on the back, I just did a coffee tea dyed paper just because I thought it looked better. And I wrote the name and the designer when I started it, hopefully one day when I finished it, so I can add this to my journal when I actually have a finish. All of my information on floss, linens, and any like hashtags or people that I'm stitching it with kind of thing. So this is Brenda's big birthday sale. So then I also learned how to make the little jewelry. Now this one, I just, I hadn't stitched enough of it, and I knew where I started. It was going to be a while before there was a thing that I want to take a picture of. The rest of them all have pictures of my stitching of the piece. But I knew this one was going to be a while. And this isn't even in the picture. I mean, isn't in the sampler, but it was on the chart, and I thought it was just so super cute. So I made a little jewelry out of that. And I was putting these on with my flosses, but this one I'm actually using the 103s. Oh, hold on, I'll show you. Okay, they were on my coffee table. Anyway, so this is how I store my 103s. This is just a box from Hobby Lobby, and I keep one of these in there so I know which sampler it belongs to. And then on the back, I put a key so I know what the symbols are, and I don't have to, some charts don't have it on every page, so I'll only have it on the back. Or so to me, I like this where I can just have this set next to my chair, and then I know exactly what each one is. So, and so, like I said, this is from Hobby Lobby, and they fit perfectly. So that's why I'm going to put it on the ground. That's why this is not with the floss, because it's 103. So, but I still wanted to make one because I had learned how to make them, and I just wanted to. So anyway, rambled on about that to say this is Martha Evans, and it's the sampler that is for Brenda, which is Brenda and the Cereal Starter. If you don't watch them, I'm sure you do. Watch them, they're hilarious. And this was the sampler by the Scarlet House, Martha Evans, that if I understand it correctly, the designer actually did it for Brenda's 60th birthday. So I did start it on her birthday, and I posted on Instagram. So, but I only work on it when I watch their videos, because I had other goals for January and February. So this is how far I've gotten, just working on it while I watch their videos. In fact, they posted one today, so I will be working on this in just a little bit. So this one is beautiful, and I am stitching it on 56 count parchment, and the called for 103s. This is actually a fabric that I bought when San Antonio's needlework store was still open, Stitches from the Heart. So, okay, that's one of them. Then my next one is My Token of Love. And you can see all the information on this one. I started it back in 2019. It was supposed to be for our 30th wedding anniversary, but it did not happen. Look, I even made one this time. Look at this one. I made this one, and so that is my stitching there. I even put some colorful beads on it. I was like, oh, feeling so fancy, let me tell you. So, let me show you the big chart. I've been working on this one for a while, and I really wanted to finish it this month, but it's called My Token of Love. I am stitching it 1/1 on 28 count Cashel cream linen. And I'm using Black Cherry Silk Floss by Gloriana. Black Cherry. And I need to put this back in here so I can get, got a mess is what I've gotten. And this is how far, you know what I've discovered is that, so this is as far, this is as big as it's going to get. Somebody asked me on Instagram if it was very big. I think it's 128 by 98, 125, 135. Hold on. Oh no, it's not. I told them wrong. I looked it up. It's 170 by 180. Oops. I Googled it at church today to tell them. After church, I saw it on Instagram and I answered it, and I answered it wrong. Anyway, this is 1/1 on 28 count. And so, but this is the bottom, so it's only going to be this big on my piece. I figure I'm about halfway finished, I guess. I don't think I'm getting done with this in February since today is the 19th. But I'll continue to work on it. I do like to work on this. It's just really, really pretty. This is really the only thing I've stitched. No, that's not true. I think I did like one of these little ones up here. I finished them and then I did this down here. So I know I'm off somewhere over here, so I need to come down and come over and just kind of fit stuff in, because who's going to know? You know, who's going to know? Who's going to know? So anyway, that's how far I've gotten with that. It would be nice. My goal, I mean, my original goal was to finish it by our anniversary in July. I really wanted it done in February since it's, you know, Valentine's Day kind of a thing, but that's not happening. The problem is, you know, all the other things that come in and distract me. And so here is his eyes on the sparrow. I started this on Christmas Day this year. I'm using the called for over dyed floss, and here they are. And I will show you my little, uh-oh, my ring was open. Oh well, I can just show it to you like this. It's my little peacock that I stitched. It's so cute. It is just so, so very cute. I have to put it back on there. Okay. And here are my called for flosses. And then, so here is my floss, what is it called? Legend? I don't know. Yeah. So I know what colors to use. Symbols, the symbols that go with the... All right, now here is my problem. And I have not worked on this in a couple of weeks now. And let me tell you why. It's fun. I love it. I love the fabric. I figure most people are like, are you crazy? That's so modeled. But I just love it. Absolutely love it. And I know it's going to take me years and years and years to do it. And it's fine. That doesn't bother me either. I'm not one of those that has to have it finished. I just like the journey more than the destination, I guess. So, what is it? A process. I'm a process stitcher, not a product stitcher. This, I bought the original chart before there was a book. It is difficult to read. These teeny tiny little symbols are difficult to read. And I'm just going to show you just like one little, like that. They all look the same. They're so tiny. And they're so, I mean, I even tried taking a picture of it and putting it on my phone to blow it up. I tried doing it on the iPad to blow it up. It was just so very difficult. So what I did was that I ordered now because somewhere on somebody's Flosstube, they said that the book is easier to read, like in booklet form. So I went and I couldn't find it anywhere. And then I just went to her website and she had some left. So I went ahead and ordered that because there's no way I'd ever be able to stitch this. I mean, my eyes aren't even that bad. And I was like, holy moly, I can't imagine. So I'm stitching mine on Tabby Cat creme brulee linen. It's 40 count, and I gotta find my place. Here we go. And that's all I have stitched. So I really do like that peacock and that cow. They're so, so cute. They're just so, so cute. I was not sure about this yellow. Look how bright his feet are. And almost everybody, because I said something about it on Instagram, and most everybody was like, just leave it and see how you feel about it. You can always take it out later. The rest, like in this flower, I feel like that bright yellow doesn't look so bright. And down here in that flower also. But those feet just jump out at me. So maybe I'll just change the peacock's feet and leave the rest of it. But I love this fabric too. And I know it is super, super modeled. But there's so many things on here that I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. And I think it's going to make it look super, super aged. And I like that. So anyway. So as soon as I get the book back, this is my Sunday stitch. But not this Sunday. I'll be working on Martha Evans, watching Brenda and Laura. All right. I feel like I left something out. I guess not. Okay. Next one is Christmas Garden. And it is in, let me show you this first. The Home for the Holidays by Blackbird Designs. And this is a stitch along that I'm doing. Well, I mean, she's doing a lot more than I am. But Kippy, the academic stitcher, she and I started this together. And of course, I think she starts in the bottom. She already has like all of this done or something. I just have a little bit at the top. So we're supposed to Zoom, but she won't tell me when. So she's the one that sets it up because our school didn't do the distance learning. So I never knew how to set up a Zoom or anything like that. So anyway, Kippy, please let me know when we're going to Zoom. It's beautiful. I love this one. So let's see what my stats say. I started it November 9th, 2022. I did a conversion to my favorite threads, which are Cottage Garden threads. I think Kippy's is silk, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, I may be wrong. I'm not really sure. And I know that this is not how you're supposed to do the Cottage Garden threads, but I just like them like that. So that's how I do them. And I'm using Marigold, Dandelion, Hugs and Kisses, and Ivy. Those are my flosses that I'm using. And I am stitching mine 1/1 on 28 count marbled bunny. And this is an XJU Designs. Oh, there it is. And I love this linen too. It's really pretty. I know when people show their progress, they never have their working thread still there. Like, you'll see this is a big long one. I don't just stop mid-stitch and stop stitching. What I do is I finish it and then I put the new one in so I know where I was. And so I don't know how y'all can tell where to go. I guess y'all just decide when you get here, right? Where to go next. Wasn't sure what that was, why it was on my stitching. But this is how far I've gotten. 1/1 on 28 count marbled bunny with the Cottage Garden threads. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. I love these colors. I like them much better than the muted ones. So, well, for this one I do. Sometimes I like the muted. So that was my progress on that, and it probably doesn't look very different than last time I showed it because I only worked on it one day. So hold on. My next one was a start I was not planning, but it ended up being a start because I got my kit in the mail. So I belong to Country Samplers Threads of History Club. And this was the one that we received. I guess it was in January. I'm looking for my, oh, it's right here. The bigger one. It's a Chessie and Me Bertha May Brown sampler. Oh, I have it upside down. Bertha May Brown sampler. And I did something I hardly ever do. So here's Chessie and Me. I started at the bottom. I usually start at the top or on the border because, you know, eat your vegetables first or whatever. And I thought, you know what, forget it. I'm going to start at the border where it's all fun. And I have all of this finished except the satin stitches in these. I think I have the 2 hearts and this little animal right here, and I'm about to do the berry bowls. So I started this on February 1st, and it is a kit, so I'm just using what they sent me. And let me tell you, I think I have found a new favorite linen. This is 36. This is 36. Oh, I'm working on the other heart, sorry. This is 36 count, and it's Picture This Plus, and it's called, no, it's not Picture This Plus. Oh my gosh, it's Fiber on a Whim, and it's called Old Gold. Pretty sure. I'll look in a second to make sure. But look how tight that weave is. I love Fiber on a Whim. So when I realized that this was 36 count and I was enjoying the stitching one thread over 2 linen flosses on 36, I went to Fat Quarter Shop and ordered. Uh-oh, my needle fell out. I was just working on it after church today. Hold on. In the car. Hold on, let me attach it back. Okay, I went straight to Fat Quarter Shop and ordered more. So I'm very excited to find this linen. It reminds me of like 40 count Picture This Plus. So I like that it's a tighter weave. I like that I can use just one floss. I'm hoping that maybe I can use just one floss on their 32, and then I can do a Mirabilia. That's my goal. So I'm going to start with a Nora Corbett and ease my way into a Mirabilia. I got to figure out those beads. So anyway, so this is my progress. And this is the one I should have been working on, my Token of Love. And this is the one that I've been obsessed with in February. So, but that's okay. And it didn't call for very many flosses. So, no. Is that this one? Yeah, that's this one. Yeah. And this was my stitching the flowers. Oh, I didn't show you that. Those, I'm telling you what, I love these specialty stitches in here also. I really feel like I should re-record this. Right here, I love these satin stitches. I don't know if I'm doing them correctly, but I sure do like the way they look, and I think they're pretty. And then this house, that the roof is satin stitches. I really like them. Anyway, so that is my Bertha May Brown. And get in there. I just thought it looked very Valentine's-y without the pink and the reds. My next one, trying to pull the, looking for the front cover of it. Oh, here it is. This one, ugh, so sad. This is my Fox and Rabbit, the Shepherd Sampler. It was a freebie that they put on their website when they reached 1,000 subscribers. It is still there. If you would like a copy of it, go download it. I printed mine out. And my goal was to finish it in January, and I didn't. And I was so sad that I just put it up, and I have not touched it the rest of January. Now, the last time I saw you, it was like earlier in January. So I do have some progress on it, but I was just very sad, and I don't know what it was. Anyway, I'm stitching it on patron fabric from my Farm Girl Patreon, 40 count. She didn't name this one, so. And then, let me look at my tag. This is my, here, I'll show you if you're interested. I'm using the called for DMC with the exception of these two changes. 349 I changed to 347, 3706 I changed to 351. So these are the flosses, and here's my cute picture from my stitches. Isn't that cute? Is this my stitching, or is that from that may be actually, I think that's from the picture. Those are not my stitches, I don't think. All right, so now let me show it to you. It's like rambled. This is like the perfect fabric. Yeah, no, it's not mine. It was the picture. Because it has like a hint of green in it. And so this is how far I got. Very, very sad I did not finish it, but I will finish it. I'm hoping by the end of April is my goal. Actually, you know what? I may put this in my, I want to do March Madness. I've been watching, I can't remember who it was, and they did March Madness, where they did like a bracket, having a coach for a husband. It's just very familiar reading a bracket. And so, and I know he has lots of blank brackets on his computer, so I could just get one of his. I really liked how that worked, how you know, picked out 8 projects, and then after 2 days there's a winner. I really liked that, so I may do that, and this might be one that I put in there, because I really would like to get that one finished. Okay, I worked a little bit on, oh, you know what? I don't know where this is. I brought the chart, not the, this is my February 12 by 12 project. So Kia B and Pam hosted 12 by 12 New Year's Eve, and they did, you could do 12 starts, 12 whips, or a combination of both, the 12 hours leading up to New Year's. And so starting at noon all the way to midnight, and you would work on 12 different projects for 1 hour. I had done it the year before with Kia, and I think Pam did it that year too. And so I kept it the same. I had done series. I kept the same series and worked on them again. And the January one was the ABCs. What is it? Country Garden or Little House? I don't know. Anyway, I decided I'm not going to make those because I need to be realistic if I want to get the things done that I want. Anyway, this is the one that I spun the wheel, and this came up for February. So I do 12 days on each of the 12 projects for the 12 months. So I have a 12 by 12 by 12 by 12. Anyway, I got this one and I worked on it, and I'll find it and show it in a little bit, but just know that that is another one that I worked on. And then another one I've worked on since I've seen you last is Blackbird Designs Anniversaries of the Heart, which I'm thinking just a second, because I only wanted one of each Oh, because that's a stitch along. I was like, why am I doing 2? But that's fine. So this I actually started, I don't have my thing with me. It's over there. I started, I want to say it's in 2019, 2020, when Olivia Pumpkin Hollow Quilts did a stitch along. I joined, and then I got so far behind. That's why I don't like to do Sal's very often. Unless it's somebody who doesn't keep up with them also, then I'm good. I'm good. I can do that. I just get very kind of down on myself because I'm not keeping up. Anyway, I got to January. So this is my January block. Just ignore that piece of thread right there. And I'm in the middle of building the house. And then there are 2 swans and a little curly border at the bottom and a little bunch of floating doodads, whatever you call those things. And that is my July. I think I've decided I'm just going to do all the blocks and come back and worry about the names later, like right here. Putting the names in, I'll do that at the end. I just need to get it all stitched and then worry about charting it later. So that will put me at a little over halfway. I'm stitching this on 40 count straw, and it's Weeks Dye Works, and this is not the Zweigart based, and I love this linen. I know most people like the Zweigart based. I love this linen. I think it looks very, very close to what like the old linen looked. You know, very gauzy and loose. And I like that. So I know I'm in the minority, but I really like it on this. I have to peek so I can see. I really like it on this linen. So anyway, hold on. My daughter's called twice. Let me answer, see what she needs. Okay. She called me twice, so I thought it was like an emergency or something. What should I go get to eat? That's what she asked me. Okay. Anyway, Prairie Schooler months that I showed you the chart a while ago, I went ahead, since I was on the phone, I went ahead and went over there and picked it up. This is 40 count sand. Picture this plus. And I'm stitching 1/2. His little face, I did 1/1. I always like to do the faces that way, and that's how far I've gotten. I really like stitching Prairie Schooler. I think most people seem to feel the same, but I don't know what it is about it that I really, really enjoy. So, and this is like a fat half, so a bunch of them can fit on this. So anyway, I really like this one. It's super cute. So I showed you that chart, so I thought I would just show you the fabric. Okay, then, oh, that goes with there. I have a finish, and this, I don't have a chart to show you. It is the first chart that was included in Liz Matthews' Patreon. She started a Patreon. And so the first chart that she released for her Patreon members, her patrons, which includes me because I had to join hers, was a Valentine based one. And so this is what I stitched. I stitched this 1/1, and if you can see, it has little, it's called Pink Splash. Let me show you. I got it on like clearance at Hobby Lobby. It was only $1.49. It's 32 count Pink Splash. So I was like, well, sounds good to me. Pink looks very Valentine-y. Of course, you can't even see the pink splashes once you know, because stitch on it. But I used, of course, Cottage Garden threads. This is raspberry, and it is a beautiful red. So I actually finished it. I was actually thinking, if you see these are metal. This one's crooked. I bet that's attractive. They're metal. I got these from Hobby Lobby a couple of years ago. And I've been planning on actually putting something on them eventually. And it actually is the right size. I don't know if you can see through. This is how big the, you can't tell. Anyway, it would fit on there. But then somebody on Instagram said, oh, a cute heart pillow. I was like, oh, that would be cute too. So I don't know. You know me, I'm not much for finishing. I just throw it into my tub and it just stays there. So anyway, I did finish it. It was my one strand of floss a day is what I did on that. And I finished it. So, okay. Then I am in the Wool Club from Primitive Gatherings. And they have, they give you lots of different projects with the supplies. Well, most of the supplies, it just kind of depends. And then they have one project that is, and it's just every other month. So it's 6 boxes a year. And in 2 years, they have they do like one block a month. So there's 12 blocks, but it takes 2 years because there's only 6 boxes per year. I hope that makes sense. This is the first block, and it is wool applique, and we had to buy the flannel background separately, which I did, and I got the darker one, and I have prepped my pieces. It hasn't been stitched yet, but they are prepped on there. So now, well, that one stem right here, it's not fused. You're going to see it's just sitting there. So don't think it's going to be that crooked. But anyway, I have them somewhat fused down. You can see that one's not very fused, but I don't need it totally. It's just to hold it there until I can stitch it. So I have that prepped. So I just need to stitch it down. So let me put it back on the papers. I keep it all together. All right, let me put it over here. Okay. All right, now I will start on my haul. Okay, someone told me, and I have a book where I wrote all this down, and I don't know where the book is. I'm so confused what I did with the book. But, oh, let me pause this so I can take it out of the plastic so it doesn't hurt anybody's ears. Just a second. Okay, as I was saying, I had written down people who told me where to find certain things so I could thank them. And I don't know where my book is that I wrote them down in. So if I can find the book, I will thank you next time. But you know who you are. Someone told me that Gayron Stitchery, they have a cottage garden threads, like monthly subscription. And of course I went over it and it said it was full. And it said, if you're interested, just email. So I emailed them and they emailed right back. And they said, we actually have an opening. Are you interested? And I wrote back, absolutely. They PayPal sent the request. I paid and I got it within a few days. I mean, it was amazingly fast. So these are my cottage garden threads. I'm so excited. So this is birch bark. Look at that. I don't know how they get this variegation, but it's just absolutely beautiful. This one is Cloudy Day. It's like these are all what I would call kind of neutrals. Storm. And this is the January one. So I should be getting the February one, hopefully. This is Hearth. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. And this is Nib. Now, when I do my tour of the house and I show you how I store stuff, the way I'm storing these is not going to work anymore because I'm going to have too many. Because eventually I'm hoping to have all of them is my goal, of course. All right, so that was very exciting. I was very excited about that. This is all Shelly's and Liz's fault because they showed stuff from, I think it was them. It was either them or Brenda and Laura. No, I'm pretty sure it was Shelly, because Shelly showed a bracelet that she had gotten. And so, of course, I went and ordered a bracelet, and it's made out of old buttons, and it's super, super cute. It's so pretty. And then, okay, I'm going to pause this so I can take it out of the plastic. Okay. Be glad that I turned that off, because it was like an act of Congress. I don't know what my problem was. Okay, so here is the bracelet. It's just really, really pretty. I love old buttons. I have jars and jars and jars and jars of old buttons. It's a sickness I inherited from my mother. So then I got some of these. Look how cute these are. They have like little red buttons on like a bobbin. How cute is that idea? I mean, just the cutest idea. So I got, and they're just like old buttons that are on there. Then I got this cute scissor fob. I guess if you wanted to use it, it's a wool strawberry. Look at this cuteness right here. So I got this from 5 Times Blessed. And here's their information. They are on Etsy. That's where I ordered, was from Etsy. So if you're interested. And she sent me these cute little, it just said thank you, like a little thank you, metal buttons. I actually have a jar with metal buttons in it. So she also sent this cute tag that will go great in my journal. So that was super cute. Then I can't remember whose Flosstube, because it's in my book. I wrote it down. I saw this. It's Words to Stitch By, and I got it on Amazon, and it was not expensive at all. And so there's just really, really cute things in here, because nice matters. Amen. Aren't these so cute? I love this little You Are My Sunshine, My Only Sunshine. I used to sing this to my 2 older boys when I put them to sleep. And I would scratch their backs. Isn't it funny how different kids like different things? I was going to show you. There's another one, because you can see it closer up. Oh, well, doesn't matter. It was not expensive at all. It was on Amazon. Super good buy. Then from 1884 Stitchery, I'm pretty sure these are all from her shop. This is Samplers, Motifs, and Symbolism. And it's really interesting because it actually talks about what the different symbols represented, and they're in alphabetical order. It's like a dictionary, and it actually has all the charts. It's a really good book to have if you're interested in that kind of thing. I'm going to keep it on my shelf. I like to look at that one. This is a Scarlet Letter, Elizabeth Sheffield. I love this. This reminds me of a Plum Street sampler, the Rhode Island samplers, which this is. That's why it looks like that. Shocking, right? But I like that style. That's what I was trying to say. I like the Rhode Island sampler. So I got that. This is the Anne Perry sampler, 1884 Stitchery. And I love a little pastoral scene down here. And this, I'm pretty sure you can get these PDF if you're interested in PDF. But since I was getting something like a book and stuff, I went ahead and got the printed copies. This is the, what is her name? Amy Eliza Herbert sampler. Whoops, sorry. I love this little checkered on this side and this side. The looks black almost. And again, it's 1884 stitchery. I'm assuming that, I don't know who originally did it, if they did it, or it says it's in, the original is a collection of the Daughters of the American Revolution Museum in Washington, D.C. Sheepish designs. I love a needle roll or a needle book or a pin cushion. Those are just my favorite things. My mom makes them for me all the time, and she is amazing at it. So one day I would like to, you know, make my own and see if I could do it, but I'm sure they're not going to be as good as hers. This one is called a Curious Needle Roll. I just thought it was really cute. This one I was very excited. I had been looking for this one. This is 7 Historical Samplers, the Chester County collection. And it has all of the charts. And I'm guessing this is who it belonged to originally. And so it has, and it was originally $7.95, then it was $9.95. But it has all these samplers in it. I just think it's really cool. I saw this one time and it was very expensive, and this was not expensive at all. So then this is Samplers in Scripture. It's on achievement. So here's that. I'll zoom in so you can see. And it's designed by Pamela H. Barnett. And it's funny because there's like handwriting, like it's part of the chart, but it's handwritten. And it's just really cool. And you can tell that like they were the actual chart was done by hand. And one of the symbols is pi, which I just think is the best thing ever. It's pi. The next one is Christmas Village. The Christmas Village sampler. Margaret. I had never heard of, but I love this. I love anything with a little church that looks like that. I think it's super, super cute. And these are just old, and you can see they did them in like individual pillows. And for $3, you could get the color catalog. I love things like that. Okay, this is Anne Spence 1801 sampler. And I'm not even going to attempt to say the designer. I will show it to you in just one second. There's the name, and here's the sampler. Again, looks like a church. It's so pretty. And here's right there. And it's from Italy, but it says the text is in English. So thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, so that was from 1884 samplery. Then, let's see, who is this from? I think this is 123 Stitch. Yes, so I've placed 2 orders from them since I last spoke to you. I feel like I'm shrinking, or maybe my phone is just sliding. Try that. Okay. So, I really want to do a Mirabilia. I have one. It's been kitted up for years, but I just don't feel like I am at that level of stitching yet. So I was thinking of starting with a Mirabilia. There's a cardinal out on my bird bath, and he's just beautiful. But then I saw this one, and I have 2 Mirabilias kitted up. In fact, one of them I think is in here, but maybe not. This is a different brand. Bella Filipina maybe? I don't know, but isn't that beautiful? I just love red, and so I think she's just gorgeous. And she's the Holly Berry Pixie. I actually have a, not Mirabilia, but Nora Corbett smaller, like a Christmas fairy or pixie or something. And I thought the two of them would look really pretty up at Christmas time. But anyway, and look, it comes with this gold seal on the back. It just looks so fancy, doesn't it? Anyway, so I got that, and then I got the beads and stuff from 123 Stitch for it. And then I also ordered some of these thread drops to see if I liked them. I don't know. I usually use the same old ones from Amazon that I've been and punch my own holes. Just because I was there and it was Valentine's, I went ahead and got the Valentine House Trio. I have a friend who said something about liking it, and I thought, oh, that could be something that I make for her. So I picked that up so I could work on it for my friends. This is the Calico Confectionery, and it's because I've been in a Valentine's mood, which is funny because I'm not like a big Valentine's person as far as, like, I would get my kids stuff. You know, I just got them the conversation hearts and all the cute things. And I send my grandson something. But as far as my husband and myself, we don't really do, you know, that kind of thing. So I love to put stuff up for it. I think it's just because I like red. So same designer. And I thought, oh, that would look so cute. And so I guess because I like to decorate for Valentine's, maybe that's what I should say. It's not that I like Valentine's Day. I like decorating for Valentine's. And I don't have a lot for it. And I don't think that these would take, now this one would take a lot longer because, you know, all of that stitching in there. But I thought those were cute. So I got those from 123 Stitch. So where's my trash stuck? Oh, down there. Okay, this came from, and look, I put a post-it so I could remember, Down Sunshine Lane. I'm going to take this clip back to school, so this I love. It's called Goodwill to Men. It's by Erica Michaels, and I want to make the strawberry. Not so much this, but I do love that strawberry. So then this, let me see if I can get this over here, is a My Big Toe Cross Stitch Designs, a woman of noble character. And then these are just, it's a counting pin set. But I really like that. I'm a fan of My Big Toe. Here's the title, A Woman of Noble Character. This is the one that I actually got on there to buy. So this one is A Study in Blue by Sue Hillis, right? Sue Hillis Designs, yes. I love blue, and I think this box is gorgeous. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to stitch it on 32 count, and I mean, if I can get some fiber on a whim that I like, then I can do 32 count over 1, then that would be great. But I love all this blue. It is just absolutely beautiful. So I really would like to have that box. So that's why I ordered that. And so then I ordered a couple other things to go with it. And then I got something from Keepsakes. Their new JBW Bluebirds of Happiness. Whoops, let me show you first this part. Then I'll zoom in. This was for their retreat that they hold in January. And they were kind enough to release it to everyone. They have a new website. Well, it's not new, but there's actually shopping you can do on their website. It's yourkeepsakes.com. And you can get this one. They've released another chart, and they've put different fabric. So you really should go over there and check it out. It's really great. So I did get that because I love blue, and I think that was beautiful. And then I got 46 count Atomic Ranch weathered stone, and this is no, maybe this, I don't know which one calls for, but anyway, I got this one. It's 46 count, and it's beautiful. And then I got a 32 count Atomic Ranch Freeze, and it's Lugana. And I thought, ooh, I could do this over one. I like 32 count over one, so. But this is a pretty tight weave also, so I bet I could do 1 over 2 on this one also, if I needed a 32 count. Ooh, I wonder if the blue would look good on that. Probably not. Anyway, so that was keepsakes. I got that. And here, I was seeing if their website is on here so I could show you. It's just keepsakes, cross stitch. And then here is email and phone number, but yourkeepsakes.com, that's the actual website. So that's in case you're interested in that. Okay, I'm trying to keep everything separated. From 18, now I've forgotten it. Oh, I told myself not to forget it. Is it 1804 Farm Basket? Oh. Okay, I'm going to have to look it up before I show you this. So, when I was at my daughter's doing wedding dress shopping, she was kind enough to go around shopping with me. We went to some quilt shops. I got some fabric that I'm not going to bore you with. But we also went to Barnes & Noble, which is, my husband's outside the window. He went to go play tennis with some of his students, or his tennis players. We went to Barnes & Noble. So I really want to learn to crochet, and my mom can crochet. And so it's like a big reference book. And so I thought if she can teach me how to read these patterns, then maybe I'd be able to do it, and she can teach me. So I was very excited about that. And then the Royal School of Needlework book of embroidery. This book is gorgeous and full of so much information. I mean, it has like all these different stitches and how to do them, and everything you want to know about embroidery is in here. So I thought that would be beneficial also for my wool applique, because you use a lot of different stitches. So, and then I got this cute bag to put it in. Okay. Oh, I'm reaching over. Okay, so then also for 1, 2, 3 stitch, I don't know what it was, but something, oh no, that goes with that. I don't know if I don't think I was watching anybody, but just something struck a chord when I happened to see these Just Nan, the little mice, or the little animals or whatever. And so, and it comes with like all the little metal parts and things that you need like this. And so I went ahead and got the called for linen, which is a 32 count, which, ooh, I know it's going to take me a while, but they're so tiny. I'm hoping that the stitching, I'll just do 1 strand and I'll just do it twice to make it look like 2. So anyway, but I thought these are just so cute. I didn't realize how cute they were. I guess I just never paid attention. And then this is the Bluebird Tweet. And I got the blue linen. This one is Queen of the Needle Mouse. Isn't she so cute? And I got that. This one is Birthday Mouse. Now his, I didn't, because his is just like a neutral, so I figure I would have something that I could use. Gingerbread angel mouse. Gingerbread Santa mouse. Little hedgie. I tell you, something, I don't know what it was. I just all of a sudden thought it was just so cute. And then Mr. Nutley Owl. And then, because just what I need is another Mirabilia. This is, I don't know what her name is, Nightingale, I think. And that blue is just gorgeous. I mean, I already have one kitted up, but nope, I've got another one. And they sent me most of the stuff, but the Wendy at the Tinsmith's wife is going to get the other stuff. And then this is Elizabeth Hoover by the Scarlet Letter. And it's super sweet. Okay, give me a second. I'm going to clean all this up and I'll be back. Okay, I'm going to run out of battery soon, so I'm going to have to speed this up a little. I just keep slipping down. Okay, so 1803 Ohio farm baskets. This is Shelly's fault because she showed this in her video. It is super cute. It is super convenient. And I tell you what, it was less than a week and I had this. So luckily she had one already made. And so I got it in the mail and that was fabulous. Then this is from, it's been a long time since I've seen you. So it's not like this all came at once. This is from Farm Girl. I forgot about this or I would have put it up on the table when I paused. Okay. So I bought the kit, her Patreon. In Patreon, she has done a video on how to do this. And so I bought the kit to make it. And I haven't watched the video yet, but it comes with everything. And so as soon as I have a moment, I'm going to watch that and do that. I also got, I didn't know I didn't have this. This is Plum Street Sampler Liberty's Welcome. And I've seen these on other people's Flosstubes, and they are beautiful stitched up. This is a Yuletide Welcome. Plum Street Samplers. Such a beautiful house. Then a couple of orders from Kitten Stitcher. Couldn't think of the word. I got some linen. So this is 40 count brown paper. And look at this one. Oh. This is 40 count steel. It is beautiful. It's green. It's like a green color. It's so pretty. Then I got Heartstring Samplery Ye Old Noel. Okay. Then her new release, M. Satherwaite. I'm not sure if that's how you say this. Ooh, I could use my new Cottage Garden thread for this one. I think it was steel. Ooh, I think that's what I'm going to do. Isn't that beautiful? So this is by Shakespeare's Peddler. That goes over there. This is Fox and Rabbit Margaret Liggertwood. I don't know. I love this house. I love that fence. I may have shown this last time, actually, now that I'm thinking of it, but it didn't get put up between now and then, so. This is Marjorie Massey blue and red sampler. I just love blue and red. And you could do it all in red or all in blue, whatever, but I just think it's really pretty. This was the special collaboration that Teresa did with Teresa Kitten Stitcher did with Teresa Kogut. And so it's called Big Folk Flower. Say that 3 times fast. And there it is. I don't want to take it out. I know it's glaring. I'm trying to. So, and it's just, it came with a kit. So, and then the rest of this is just, I have one, her new Teresa Mosel. I don't know. No prize without effort. That's easier to say. So I thought that was really sweet. I think this is actually in the magazine, Primitive Stitching, Punch Needle. You know that one. Anyway, but I like it in a chart. So then she had a sale, and so I went to her sale section, and I got a yard cut because they were like the price was like slashed, of the Blackbird Designs fabric with the blue, the one with the green, and then this is the lady who does the junk journal. What's her name? I have a whole bunch of her stuff, but I thought it would make really pretty bags and stuff. So hold on, I see it. I'm going to read it and be like, oh, Kathy Holden. There you go. So it's just birds. So try them right side up. And they're really pretty. So, and like I said, it was all on sale. So I got it. It was a while back. And then I got 28 count milk chocolate to stitch 1/1. And then the sun's going down, so my light's kind of bad now. Sorry. And 28 caramel macchiato to stitch over 1. Okay, I'm going to pause and I'll be right back. Okay, then I've been to the Tinsmith's Wife. Shocker, shocker. And I got Emily Calwar. Is that how you say her name? And I just think this is really pretty. It's one of her newer ones, I think. Plum Street Samplery Blackberry House. I saw this finished somebody's Instagram, Blackberry House, and it was beautiful. So I got my Valdanis for my Primitive Gatherings wool applique. Then I picked up 40 count aged saffron. It's beautiful. I got a piece of this when Shelly was here also. It's just really pretty. So I got that one. And then a piece of 46 count Color and Cotton Winter Wheat. .40 count Vintage Homespun. This is 40 count Heritage. And this is a big piece of 46 count Parchment. Then this one is because of Liz. This is the Scarlet House Needfuls. And she was talking about how this looks like a coverlet. Some of these, look how pretty. Look, this one right here. And this one down here. Anyway, and she said she was going to try maybe to do them on 20 count Aida. And so I'm thinking, I ordered a piece of 20 count fiber on a whim, and I'm going to see how it goes. And maybe if I can stitch it with just one strand, it'll be okay, and I'll be able to be an Aida stitcher. So goals, right? And while I was there, I went ahead and bought, this is the book form of Consider the Lilies. I already have Consider the Lilies, the chart, like I have His Eyes on the Sparrow, but I know how difficult it is to read that one. So I figure if I ever get to this one, I'm not going to be able to read it. So I went ahead, and this one, oh, so much easier to read. So very excited. So I have that one. I'm just waiting on the other one to come from Beth Twist, personally, like we're friends, you know. She said, sure, Jennifer, I'll send you one. Then the last thing, well, one of the last things is from Primitive Gatherings. This is a new release of theirs. She said it's kind of her tribute to Yellowstone. So 1883 matte and pin cushion. And I got the board that you mount it on also. They make them there. So that's going to be really pretty. And then the last thing then is my wool applique kit that I got, my subscription box. And I thought maybe I'll show it here. Just, you might be interested and want to, because I think they have some openings still. So this is, some of it is in the other room, but this is Heart and Flowers, and you get like the whole, everything, all the kit, everything's in here to make this one. The only thing that's not in here is usually the threads. And then this is an ongoing project. This is called The Code of Many Colors. And this is part 1. And so you make, and the instructions are in here. And then you just save them all up, and then you're going to make something later. So, and then all of the stuff then for that big piece was also in there. So, and I'm looking around, and I think that's it, because I have got stuff everywhere. Oh no, I did want to show you what I've been working on. If you're interested in my sewing, just very quickly, let me check my battery level. Well, oh yeah, very quickly. I've been working on, in my sewing room, making a, this is out of Blackbird fabric, and it's like a needle, like a roll where you can put your stitching and roll it up. So I've been trying to design one of these that I like, and then I've made one for my mother, so I just need to cut that off. Anyway, and then I was going to show you very quickly, I've been working on 2 quilts. One of them, not as much anymore, because I have 2 weddings coming up. 2 of my children are getting married, and I have to have their wedding quilts done. So this one I won't work on anymore, but this is actually a class I took with Kippy, which reminds me, Kippy, the academic stitcher, is teaching a quilting class through Patty's Heart in Lubbock, and I'll try to put it down below. If not, you can always Google Patty's Heart in Lubbock, and they can mail you the monthly blocks, or I don't know how often it's going to be, but this was a class I took when Kippy was teaching it there. I actually got to go in person. I was very excited, but I've already signed up for her one that starts in March. But if you're interested, you can get on Patty's Heart website and see the quilt. I'm pretty sure they posted it. I think it is with Primitive Gatherings, the red work fabric. I'm not really sure, but it's a red and white quilt, and I love red and white. So this is French General fabric. So this is like a Irish chain, like a triple Irish chain, double Irish chain, I don't know. But I've been sewing, I have all of these sewn together, and then I've sewn all of these to the next block next to it. So anyway, I worked on that, then I had to stop. Then I'm working, my son gets married first in May, so his will get made first, and his is pretty simple. He and his fiance picked a very simple pattern. My daughter, not so much. She always picks difficult patterns. But these are the fabrics that she chose. Well, he and his fiance chose. And so I've started working on it and sewing it together. So that's what I've been working on. And when I watch this back and I'm like, this is not going anywhere, so you may not see this. We're going to see. Anyway, I think I'm to an end here because now I have a big mess. My husband's home and he'd probably like to come in here and have supper. So I'm going to let you go. I will be videoing like a little tour of how I store everything, and I'll just attach it on to the end of my next video probably. We are going... my grandson has a birthday party next weekend, so I'm excited. We're going to get to go see him. And then my husband's birthday is this Thursday, so that'll be good. But his boys had advanced. They've advanced in basketball. So he has a playoff game on Monday. So, and then tennis is in full swing, so he's having to do that also. So he's running around like a chicken with his head cut off. So kind of be busy, but I should have plenty of time to video again soon. We'll see if I have any progress on anything, as long as I don't get sick. Anyway, all right, I'm just babbling. So until next time, Flosstube, be kind to each other. Bye.